Okay, so I'm going to show you how to use Google My Maps, and this is important for your activity today. Okay, just before we start, you can see that here on the left, there are different categories. I've got a cyclone, a tornado, a flood, a drought, a storm, a typhoon, a hurricane. You need to know what type of disaster you have picked so you can categorize them properly. Okay, so before you begin, make sure that you have picked a disaster, that you know the city or the location that it occurred in, where it largely affected, the area it largely affected, and make sure that you know the year that it happened. Okay, so you can see here I already have a disaster mapped, and there's an icon here, it's Cyclone Yazi, and all this information comes up about it. I'm going to show you how to add this to the map. So I'm going to show you using Hurricane Katrina. The first thing I have to do is I have to select the correct category for the natural disaster. Hurricane Katrina is a hurricane. So I pick hurricane. Okay, so I've picked hurricane. I make sure that's highlighted. You can see it turns blue here. And now what I have to do is I have to type into this search engine the city that Hurricane Katrina affected. I know that Hurricane Katrina largely affected New Orleans, so I type it in. I search for it and it comes up with New Orleans, and you can see this pin here. What I need to do now is add it to the map. And I can see that it turns up under hurricane, which is good, but it comes up as New Orleans. I need to change that title. So the way I change that is I press the edit button and I change to Hurricane Katrina. Okay, now what I want to do is I want to fill out all this information. So the type of disaster, it was a hurricane. It happened in New Orleans, USA. Don't write America, that annoys me. United States of America. Happened in 2005. The death toll. Oh. Cost $200 billion US to recover everything. Okay, so you could press the save button, but first I want you to add a photo. Google image search. Hurricane Katrina. Huge. Just put a cool photo in. You can add more than one photo. So to do that, I just press this plus button. This one looks pretty good. All the houses look destroyed. Let's pick that one. Oh no, that one's better. Much more death. Oh, that one's out of a helicopter. Yeah, let's pick that one. Select. Yep, so you can see it's now 2 of 2. And there's a nice map here, so I put that in there. If it comes up, it's come up. Okay, well done. And then I press save. Now the last thing I'm going to do is I'm going to change the icon. So I press this style button and I press more icons. When I move down, I can see that there are different types of icons. So pick the one that makes sense. If you have a snowstorm, pick snow. If you have a flood, pick flood. Thunderstorm, pick lightning. Tsunami, pick tsunami. Okay, but I'm going to press hurricane strong and change the color to purple. We're going to do purple for hurricanes. And that's all done. You can see the icons here, the icons here. I can exit that. This is how it's going to look like at the end. If I press preview, what I can see is the different disasters around the world. Here's Cyclone Yazi and here's Hurricane Katrina. And I can click on it and all the information comes up. The same with the cyclone, all the information comes up. Okay, good luck and happy mapping.